Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on the time zone. Now, there has been an embarrassing situation for the majority whip in the National Assembly, Sylvanus Osoro. And this was during the economic empowerment program that they normally run across the country. This time around, they were at a place called Nyamache. So they were running Nyamache empowerment program, where you meet the women in their groups, you meet the youth, and you support them. Now, Osoro was so much excited with the crowd that had attended the event. And he posed a question which embarrassed him at the end of the day. He asked in the Kisii dialect, how many of you would want the president to come and tour Kisii? Can you raise your hands? Out of the entire crowd, you would count few people who raised their hands. Majority of the crowd did not want to raise their hand, and it was going to be a sign that Osoro was going to use as acceptance for these people on William Ruto. So he even went on to repeat it in Swahili, that let me say it in Swahili so that wasikie vizuri waelewe. Wangapi wangependa Mheshimiwa Rais akuje huku, wainue mkono juu? Few hands. In fact, a few. The rest were looking at him. Some were laughing. That is the situation that Sylvanus Osoro was subjected to in his own region.
Wacha niulize kwa Kiswahili kwa sababu viongozi wanataka kuona. Mobasi oye! Mobasi oye! Wangapi wanakaribisha Mheshimiwa William Ruto aje hapa Mobasi kwa maneno ya maendeleo? Mwasibi.
Mmoja na morete.
Na kiomo ginateba. Na kiomo ginateba. Ama ginana no matetu damu. Wako mongira matetu damu tata. Aya. So ayane ngokuwa na tole kabisa, lakini nabate ya sabana bagusi kala abeka ke ndo kirikero ora abeka monu obako kanyama ngana mambia kusema mami to watu asa manda yutu akwanire ntage tabaro kukaribisha ndaro.
Now, one might be wondering, why is this huge crowd not interested in having the president to visit them by just a sign of lifting their hand to say that tunataka Mheshimiwa Rais akuja tutembelee hapa Nyamachem? You'll be wondering why. First of all, let us start from the place where the event was taking place. The program was at Nyamachem. This is Nyamache. Choppers were landing at a certain school there. The school has closed up. Wanangoja term 3. Shule zingine bado wanaendelea kusoma. And now I also reflected here. We have 2 students from this family wanasoma hapa juu. Ruto alikuwa na launch pale, sitaki kutaja shule, lakini alikuwa na launch pale barabara Mago. There is a high school there where students are now at home. They were told to go and pick their reports on Wednesday next week. So in simple terms, they have closed. The reason that the teacher gave is that we have a community in the neighborhood, the sub-tribe of Luya, they are called Tiriki. So they are circumcising. And therefore, it is disrupting the learning. So they have to close earlier. But remember, other schools are still running. I was asking why. Then I realized that there is the issue of capitation. The schools are not getting the capitation. Some parents are playing their parts. Wanalipa. Ile capitation ya serikali haiko. Mwalimu mkuu akiangalia naona running the school is very hard. Sasa tunaweza toa mambo ya labda chakula na stima wanafunzi wakiwa nyumbani mapema. So the money they would have spent on food, the money they would have spent on electricity, capitation. So look at this. Politicians landing in multi-million choppers in a village to launch economic empowerment where the school has closed down due to capitation. Wazazi si wazinga. They can see this. Can this be one of the reasons why they are refusing to lift up their hands in order to show the sign that they are welcoming the president? Of course, it's one of the reasons. Now, I want us to continue with our final discussion, but I have a quick and humble request. For those who are watching the channel and you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give the video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to our discussion. Now, having looked at that video, one can easily conclude that the Kisii residents are not interested in having the president to visit them. They have zero interest. They have no time for that. They are not interested in having Ruto to visit them. Why? The reasons are obvious, and I've shared just a video to show you exactly what people are going through on the ground. Kwa nini shule zingine zimefunga mapema kabla ya shule zingine? Capitation. Pesa huwa zinagwama wapi ili azifike shuleni kwa masaa ambayo inafaa? The women and the youth who are in this event are well aware that the man that Silvana Sosoro is asking to come and visit the region is a liar. So anytime he will land in Kisii, he's going to spew lies to the people. Because of the reputation from the president, a man full of lies, the residents are tired of lies. Therefore, they are not interested in anyone who will come to preach lies to them. They have refused. They are tired of lies. Therefore, they are not listening or going to waste their time listening to a liar. This has surprised Osoro. Osoro did not expect this. But internet is here. There is nothing he can hide because it was broadcast. It was now on the air. The message to William Ruto today, he should learn that Kisiis have no interest in having them to visit them. A man who is running an economy that has failed, where many people have lost their jobs due to companies closing up. People of Kisii are saying no time for such a person. And therefore, they don't want him to visit them. Gen Zs have died under this regime. The issue of kidnapping, forceful disappearance, trumped up charges. All of them have been witnessed in this government. And all that have suffered is youth. The women here and the youth here are victims. Kama mama, hakuna mama atafurahia akiona mtoto yake akiteswa ama akiuawa kwa mikono ya polisi. Wako hapa wao mama. Hawana haja na kuita mtu ambaye they have concluded in their mind that he is a murderer. Hawa wameconclude kwa mawazo yao. There is the issue of Matiang'i and CJ Maraga interest in our politics. Matiang'i wants to vie, therefore his competitor is William Ruto. Kisii people, by refusing to lift their hands in a sign of welcoming Ruto, tells you that their interest is in another person who I can conclude that Matiang'i is the person. Maraga is their person. And therefore, they might be throwing their support behind Matiang'i and Maraga, but not William Ruto. So they see William Ruto as a competitor who is against their own. That can be another reason. But then what we are seeing in Kisii is just a reflection of what is going on across the country. Hata kikuja hapa aseme the same thing. The same will repeat. That is now the current situation. Total rejection for William Ruto in Gusiland. Now, I don't know your views, but please let us meet in the comment section to continue with this discussion. Thank you so much and see you in our next video.